I just want to say thank you to the random stranger who I just encountered, because I'm walking in this creepy ass parking garage right now, and he's walking towards me, and then we both round the corner, and now he's behind me, and he goes, "Hey, can I walk ahead of you so that you don't think I'm following you?" Oh my gosh, yes, you may, because that's so sweet and considerate, and I just feel like more guys need to hear this message, and more guys need to do that, because I felt so safe with a complete stranger. I felt so safe. More guys need to be like him.
Men are now responsible for crimes they didn't commit, for fears they did not create, and for emotions they did not even cause. Let me say something that's going to make some people uncomfortable. Men are treated like threats before they have even done anything wrong, not because of what they did, not because of what they said, but because of who they are. A man can just be silent, a man can be respectful, a man can just be seated there minding his own business and still be treated like a danger that needs to be managed. And this, guys, should sound terrifying to everyone. You just watch a video of a woman in a parking lot. The man is walking behind her. He hasn't even spoken. He hasn't even approached. He hasn't even threatened her. And yet she feels unsafe. So the guy sensing this goes out of his own way to reassure her. He asks her permission to walk in front of her so she doesn't think he's following her. And then she thanks him. She praises him. She says more men should do this. And a lot of people saw this clip and thought, wow, that's sweet. Now, for me, I didn't see it as sweet. I saw something darker. And by the way, if you're a man who is tired of being treated like a suspect just for existing, smash the subscribe button, because this channel is for people who believe men are human beings, not liabilities. To every man watching this, I want you to really sit with this feeling. You didn't do anything wrong, but you are expected to prove your innocence anyways. You didn't threaten anyone, but you are expected to manage someone else's fear. You are just walking, but your presence alone is considered suspicious, and no one asks how that feels. No one asks what that does to a man's nervous system. No one asks how exhausting it is to constantly self monitor. No one asks how humiliating it is to be treated like a potential criminal. They just say, well, women are scared. And that's where the conversation stops. Let me be very clear here. This is not about blaming that woman. She's simply reacting to something she's been taught. So this is about a society that has trained women to see men as default threats and then trained men to accept guilt without even a crime. We've created a culture where a man's silence is suspicious, a man's presence is intimidating, a man's existence requires justification. That is not safety. That's profiling. And we used to understand why profiling was wrong. Now here's the question no one wants to ask. Why was she unsafe before he even said anything? What exactly made him dangerous? Was it his height? Was it his gender? Was it the fact that he existed in the same space like her? Because if the answer is nothing, then we are admitting to something very disturbing, and that is that men are being feared by default. Notice how responsibility works nowadays. Men are responsible for other people's trauma, for other people's fear, for other people's comfort, for other people's emotional regulation. But who is responsible for men? Who checked in on a guy who is constantly adjusting his behavior so others can feel safe? Who cares if he feels accused? Who cares if he feels unwanted? Who cares if he feels dehumanized? Nobody, no one cares. No one give an F because society decided men are expandable. Now let me tell you how this is going to end. Men withdraw. Men stop engaging. Men stop helping. Men stop approaching. And men stop caring. Not because they are angry, but because they are tired of being treated like the problem. And then society will turn around and say stuff like, where are all the good men? They are gone, quietly, peacefully, without an exit speech. Easy. Now, this is what should get every mother, every father, every brother, every uncle. This is what should get everyone who cares to pay attention. Because this doesn't stop with grown men. Young boys are watching. They learned that masculinity is dangerous. Their presence is threatening. Their instincts are suspicious. Imagine growing up and thinking and believing you're a liability, that you need permission to exist comfortably in public. That's not how we raise healthy men. That's how you create shame. That's how you create anxiety. That's how you create resentment. People were praising that guy on the comment section. But think about why they were doing it. He wasn't praised for being kind. He wasn't praised for being brave. He was praised for minimizing himself, for preemptively apologizing for existing. Think about it. That's not progress, bro. That's submission dressed up as virtue. And men who get this are not angry at all. They are awake. They see the patterns. They feel the shift. They understand what's being asked of them. And they quietly opt out. Simple. See, bro, if you've ever felt like you had to shrink yourself just to be tolerated, smash the subscribe button. This channel is not here to make you palatable. It's here to make you clear. A society that treats innocent men like threats shouldn't be surprised when men stop showing up. And if this makes you uncomfortable, this channel is not for everyone. Share with your brother who needs to watch this. See you in the next one.